I think the book A Little Life by Hangayana Gihara is literally making me ill. I haven't been okay since starting it, and it could be the fact that it is agitating something within me, something that is calling me to resolve my own complex PTSD. And as I read on, I am not sure if reading on is going to be a great idea. Because I'm not calm. I'm sad on behalf of Jude and trying to ignore me. And perhaps that's not something I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe the thing that I'm supposed to get out of this is not to alleviate the FOMO I've had having first seen this book being spoken about on Book Talk and different areas, but I need to look at myself, look within, do the inner work. It's not the first time I'm talking about inner work, but I've just gotten reminded of this inner work idea by Brianna in her book called The Mountain Is You. And I think in it, she distilled it. She was just like, you know what? One, there's no such thing as self-sabotage. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, you know, you need to look at yourself clear and see yourself clearly. The things that we do, even though they might not make sense to the you that claims to know that they want a different life, the things that you are doing and find yourself stuck in time and time again are still in your life because they satisfy a particular need within you. So before just doing the default, which is hating yourself for being the type of person who indulges in XYZ, who participates in a horrible habit, who just doesn't do the things that they need to do, you need to take a moment. Look at yourself. Be okay with the discomfort that's going to come with the fact that you are looking at yourself doing the worst thing. How did the guy from the picture of Dorian Gray say it? There was a character in the picture of Dorian Gray that said, don't do anything that you would never be willing to talk about during dinner. The things that you indulge in, ideally, you need to hold a certain pride about them. Be able to talk about them with different kinds of peoples. And I'm not saying, I do know that there are certain people who would rather not share certain things because of paranoia. Because really, there's certain things where you need to be cautious in terms of just with who you share them with, because not everyone wants the best for you. And as you build something, as you cook something up, there's certain things that you need to hide. It's okay, I respect that. But at the end of the day, those things that you choose to hide, depending on the audience at the dinner table, you shouldn't look at them and be like, oh, I'm not holding them back because I think they're too intimate. But I would rather you live a life where you know to the things that you decide to not share, it's not because you're ashamed of them. it's probably just because you're just looking at the person like, whom are you? Why do you feel entitled to those details about my life? But live a life that you can be proud of. And I tell you, as you do that, you cannot be confident, because you will be living in alignment with your values, with things. I don't know, man. But anyway, so yeah, back to inner work. Yes. You need to get to a place now. So you is me, Wanda, who hasn't done the work, hasn't done some of the work, and you being you, whoever you are, who might also be in a self-improvement journey. I hope that you too decide to do the work and introspect a little bit and be like, what do I need right now? And what do the things in my life suggest that I need and stuff? You need to figure that out. Because sometimes what you think you need and what you need are not the same thing. And once you figure out what you need, make time to satisfy that need in a healthier way. Because you'll realize after a while that the habits and things that you had been struggling to get rid of and quit, a time will come where it becomes easier to quit them, to stop them, because now you have been able to satisfy whatever need the bad habits were satisfying in a much more healthier way. And as you look at yourself, you need to also be okay with the fact that when you see yourself, you won't be great. Try to get like a good idea of who you are and how you are, a good idea of what your skills are at this present moment, because there is a danger in seeing yourself better than you really are. So see yourself clearly, and from there try to better yourself. And when you start to see yourself clearly, you come back. So when you see yourself clearly as well, you will realize, Uti, there are times when you beat yourself up for nothing. You will be able to see what you are doing well, ish, and you are already doing better than yesterday. Oh, and then you realize that you are already doing better than yesterday. So if you need some journaling points, figure out what is it that you want and what is it that you need. How are you satisfying that right now if you're not doing it at all? That's probably the reason behind your discomfort and your lack of satisfaction with your life. And ask yourself a million times today, a million times tomorrow, what do you want? And I hope you will eventually get to a place where you'll be able to answer that honestly. Because there are certain times, man, when it is difficult to admit that things that we want are different. It is difficult to admit that the things that we want might not necessarily buy us points. Might not necessarily buy us points or cause other people to be proud of us. What we want is not what other people want, and you need to get to a place where you're okay with that. With and me. Hi, hello, my name is Wanda Singela. Welcome, hopefully welcome back to my self-improvement channel. I am trying to figure out what I want. And you know what follows that question? Once you figure out, or rather decide, Uti, this is what I want, I challenge you to call yourself out daily. As in, when you start moving in a way that contradicts the life that you claim you want, call yourself out and be like, and then why today Are you not moving like a person who claims to want XYZ? It will call you to order. And I would I also recommend that you put what do you call it? You see, racehorses, they have this thing. What is this? What is this? They're those blinders things. You know, they help you focus. You hear. And once you start doing that, your life is gonna start looking a little lonely, feeling a little lonely too, because those blinders, they make your world. They actually don't make your world narrower now that I think about it. It's just more focused. Because do you know, if I were to now decide that my life is gonna be only about fitness and nutrition, it's gonna feel weird for a person without enough knowledge. It's gonna feel like, oh my gosh, my life is gonna be so small. Because I mean, imagine before this fitness and nutrition thing, my world could have been about movies. It could have been about yada. But you'll be surprised. Well, see, your life is still gonna expand. It's just gonna be bigger. It's just that as it expands, it will be dominated by the thing you claimed, which is the main thing. And you're still going to be excited. It's still going to be fun. So trust the process and let go of the things that, though not bad, could be distractions and detrimental to your self-improvement at this very moment. Life. So yeah, that's my challenge for you for this moment. What do you want? I'm probably going to try and come back before the weekend ends and tell you, this is what I want, because I do not like my Wednesday videos. The second quarter, man. I'm supposed to be doing a little bit better. So anyway, I hope you'll choose today. How messy is my background? I'm not going to show you the rest. But anyway, I hope that you'll choose today to live life a little better than yesterday. And as you do that, your life will become better than yesterday. I'm trying to see what's in the background. Like, I could stop. Oh, it's not that bad. Not that bad. There's like a bag. Oh, bag. Hairbrush. What's that thing? Oh, gum. And then my bike handle. Oh, I was so worried about nothing. This could be my spots, especially during the day. It's not that dark here. I can make it brighter. Let me show you. I'm coming back. Oh no, I'm making it darker. I think I made it brighter, a little bit brighter. Okay, anyway, I hope you're good. I don't know, man. I don't know. At the thought of a little life, I'm already just like shivering. And it's not cold. The sun's out. I'm warm. I hope you'll choose today to live life a little bit better than yesterday. Juices.